Everything in this video is all allegedly and not intended to hurt anyone. None of it has been proven to be a fact.
I'm like, hey. They over there. I'm like, hey. Do you remember me? He said, you look familiar. I'm like, I'm Alexis P. He like, oh, we found you.
With me, physically, you know, but I'm gonna keep going on. I'm not gonna stop till my daughter come home.
If you was given a polygraph test about your missing stepdaughter and you failed, and you and the mom continued a relationship, would that mean you both are in on a secret? Tonight, we gonna take a trip down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We gonna talk about a little girl that's been missing for over 2 decades under suspicious circumstances. Her name, Alexis Patterson. Some refer to her as Alexis P. In recent events, it's been a lady came out and claimed to be this missing little girl. And I'm here to tell y'all, that couldn't be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, we gonna jump into the police report that no one seems to be talking about right now. But first, let me take y'all back to May 3rd, 2002. Alexis was said to be walked to High Mount Elementary by her stepfather, Laurent. At about 7:40 a.m. near 49th and Garfield, he was said to relieve her to a crossing guard for the school. It was said that Alexis was seen on the playground being visibly upset due to her mom not allowing her to bring cupcakes that she purchased for her to take to class the previous day. When first period started, Alexis was marked with an unexcused absence due to her not being in class. However, with nothing seeming to be out of the ordinary, school went on as a regular day. As a routine on weekdays, little Alexis usually get home around 2:55 p.m. But on this day, Alexis did not return home. With school being only 250 feet away and Alexis not being enrolled in any after-school programs led her mom to be automatically suspicious. At about 3 p.m., Ayana, Alexis' mom, ran down to the school building where she was able to speak with administrators. They would tell her Alexis was marked absence for all classes due to her not being present. Though panic set in, authorities was not alerted just yet. Ayana went down to Alexis' grandmother's house, which is only a couple blocks away. After asking the grandmother, she also said she haven't seen Alexis that day. With Alexis not being able to be located, law enforcement was notified. And if you know the story, then you know as of 2024, Alexis is still missing to this day. All it takes is a quick search on Google or YouTube and you'll find multiple videos and articles about Alexis Patterson. So why would I make another one? Good question. Over the course of years, I have always had my suspicions about this case. Something was just not quite right with it. From the stepdad and his history with the police and drug debt, to the biological dad being sent to prison for abusing Alexis' sibling, why he is in prison to this day, to the mother and her alleged temper problem, to the stepbrother saying Alexis was disciplined the same day she came up missing. Me hearing this statement made me dig a little deeper. And when I tell you I have found shocking evidence in a police report nobody's talking about. Why is everybody missing this? In order for me to put things into proper perspective, first we need to talk about luminol. Luminol is a chemical that showed that blood was once on a surface that it was sprayed on. It, in combination with a UV light, showed the presence of blood even if it was attempted to be cleaned away. This was used in the basement of Alexis' house and also the trunk of the stepdad car. But the reason why give me even more suspicious. Check this out. During the search for Alexis, a cadaver dog was brought out to the scene. If you don't know what a cadaver dog is a dog that is trained to pick up the scent of human remains. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the dog hinted in 2 places at Alexis' house. Do me a favor, take a wild guess of where these 2 places was. Matter of fact, I'ma just tell you, the trunk and the basement. The same places the luminol had a reaction at. The theory the FBI gave is that she was unalived in that basement and transported somewhere in the trunk of that car. To make things even more suspicious, it was a neighbor that came out and said she borrowed Alexis' mother a duffel bag, which was never returned. She says the bag is big enough to actually fit a body in it. But the most telling evidence I seen in this police report was the phone call made to the hospital from Ayana's phone the morning of Alexis' disappearance. In the early hours prior to the incident where Alexis was reported missing, a suspicious phone call was made to St. Michael's Hospital. When this phone call was answered by staff at the hospital, they said the call was dropped or somebody abruptly hung up. With that phone call being placed from Alexis's mother's phone on the same day she was reported missing and before she was missing, I don't know, that's suspicious to me. This makes me almost believe the FBI theory. And this goes, on the morning of May 3rd, 2002, Alexis was woken up by her mother to get ready for school at High Mount Elementary. After brushing her teeth, showering, and putting on clothes that was set out the previous day, she was getting ready to head out the door with her stepdad. But before she asked her mom for the cupcakes. The mom replied, "Let me see your homework," checking to see if she completed the assignments that was due that day. When she noticed the assignments wasn't complete, she declined and told Alexis to head out to school. LaRon tried to reason with Ayanna on allowing Alexis to take the cupcakes to school, but however, she stood her ground. Heading out the door concernedly upset, her and LaRon proceeded to walk to High Mount Elementary. LaRon stated he dropped her off at the corner with a 5th grader who was actually a crossing guard. It was said by students that seen Alexis that day that she was visibly upset, crying on the staircase of the school. The theory says, with her mind being still set on those cupcakes, she decided to walk back home to try to reason again with her mom. No, what I think happened from here is all allegedly. With her walking back to the house and being so young, I'm pretty sure her mom was extremely upset. This led to little Alexis being disciplined. With tempers flaring high, a substantial injury was caused. Her parents went into panic mode and a call to 911 was made. However, after realizing what they'd done and the consequences afterwards, the phone call was ended to avoid prosecution. In a panic, her lifeless body was moved down to the basement. After life-saving measures proved to show no results, she was packed in a duffel bag borrowed by the neighbor and put in the trunk of LaRon's car, where he then went to dispose the body. They then cleaned up and formulated a plan and what was to be told to law enforcement. Ayanna was never dropped from the suspect list because of this reason. The stepfather LaRon passed away due to a drug overdose. The mother Ayanna, far as I know it, is alive and well. Alexis' body was never recovered to this day. Comment down below of what you think happened to Alexis. Like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I bring them to you every week.